Hello everybody and welcome. Randy here with Nerds Templar. It is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Season 1, and it's the end of Set 13, the Yellow Division here. After 12 sets, we've got the 10-2 Mii Swordfighter, followed by the 9-3 Ridley, the 8-3 Incineroar, a bunch of 7-4s, Min, Isabelle, Olimar, and Ike, 2 7-5s at Sephiroth and Climbers, 3 6-5s, Robin, Richter, and Pikachu, Game & Watch at 5-6, Samus at 5-7, just out of the playoffs there. Then we got Pokemon Trainer 4-7, Joker 4-7, Sonic is 4-7, who Joker beat Sonic there. Wii Fit Trainer at 4-8, Zero Suit Samus at 3-9, who beat the 3-9 Daisy now up there to 3-9. And finally, Duck Hunt, 2-10. We also had Robin at 6-5 beat both Richter and Pikachu. Richter beat Pikachu. They're all in order there. Sephiroth beat the Ice Climbers to take that number 8 spot. They didn't just do it, but beating them, they have that number 8 spot. Climbers at 9 currently. Min beat Isabelle and Olimar. Isabelle beat Olimar and Ike, and Olimar also beat Ike, so they're in that order as well. And that is where things stand today. We have 13 Mii Swordfighter taking on Sonic to start things off. Maybe Sonic still with a chance at 4-7 though. We got Sephiroth versus the Pokemon Trainer, Samus versus Joker, Zero Suit Samus versus Isabelle, Daisy taking on Olimar, Duck Hunt up against Robin, Ridley versus Pikachu, Richter versus Game & Watch, Climbers taking on Incineroar, and Ike up against Min to finish things off. 2 7-4s there. 4-8 Wii Fit Trainer on a bye. Let's start this thing. Alright, and we're on tertiary skins this set around 13. Switch secondary, tertiary. We're going to do secondary again next, and then tertiary again in set 15, and then back to main probably 16 and 17. I just realized that the Swordsman's third skin was not the right color. I don't know how I messed that up, so change that. Now we got the orange. It should be yellow and orange for the Yellow Division. Sonic, actually the same. Yellow pieces of accessories, and then orange for his tertiary here. Totally different records though. Swordfighter 10-2. Number 1 here. Sonic 4-7, but maybe doing a little better than last season, 6-14 from the blue. Swordfighter new to the league, of course. Last season, just the promo season 0. Only about even less than half the fighters if you count the DLC. And also all Pokeballs. Now we got the mushrooms. Super mushroom for Mii Swordfighter here. Like, gonna get the knockout with it. 71 on Sonic though, 43 on him. He gets the now poison mushroom. Sonic into the big mushroom. Swordsman back to normal size. And Sonic, close to the knockout. Poison mushroom right before he goes back to normal, luckily for him. 69-77. Sonic keeping it close. Sonic, again, with a chance. He's 17th right now in that bottom part, but 4-7 goes up to 15. So with a win, he may just put himself into that moving spot again. I don't think you really want to be in the bottom 6. Staying because you're in the bottom 6. Staying because you're in the top 8 is totally different. Staying because you're in the bottom 6 probably means you're going to have the same thing happen next season to you. If you're a little bit down there, then it's probably great to get into, I don't know, 12 to 15, so you can move on. Even if you can't quite make the playoffs and you get rank 14 or 15, you still can move on to a new division. Try your luck there. Sonic, close. Mii Swordfighter. Not much to worry about with 10 wins already. Pretty much sealed his spot in the playoffs. I don't think it's quite determined just yet, but it basically is. Who knows, with a win here, maybe it will be. It's a slight cushion And everyone 140 to 111, by the way, on these first stock. Sonic just got the first knockout. That was a pretty crazy bout to begin here. Just one stock down in the entire match, the entire day so far. The Sword Fighter with the Super Mushroom, 129 on Sonic. Is he gonna even it up? No. Yes. Just as he goes to normal size, there goes Sonic. 39 on Swordsman. Tiny now. One good hit from Sonic, maybe two, no. Sonic still with a nice lead though. Continuing to attack. 69-12. Sonic taking it to the Swordsman right now. This is pretty interesting. One of the worst in the blue last season, taking on the best currently in the yellow. Need to get bottom 6 right now. It's pretty bad. Could still do worse than he did last season if he loses the rest of his matches. Still needs 2 wins just to get back to what he was last season, 14. Same amount of matches, 20 matches per everybody. One less set needed to get there because only one bye each, only one round against everybody else in the division each. Swordsman with the first knockout at the 2 stock though here. Both of them were up in percent. Swordsman at 91 though takes the advantage. But can he close it out? Sonic. Can he bring back this upset potential? Swordsman wanted it right there. Sonic dodges the big hit. 73 now though. And a big mushroom on Swordsman. He could end it right now after the long struggle for the first stock and losing that first. Looks like he's come back very strong here. Get the knockout though, we'll see. 102 to 88. Normal sizes. There it is. Super Sword Fighter, we'll take it. And he's gonna move to 11 and 2. And yeah, he just might. With a bye already? Maybe not. Thought he did. No, but yeah, without a bye, maybe. Either way. Possibly securing his way into the playoffs. Maybe we'll just have to see at the end of all this. Sonic 4 and 8. With the 4 and 7s all lose, and Samus at 5 and 7 loses, and 5 and 6 Game & Watch lose to make 5 and 7 the entry point, then yeah, it's going to be even better for Sword Fighter. Better chances of Sword Fighter making it in already at this point. Sonic 4 and 8, yeah. Alright, and this one's pretty much just as important. I guess maybe we just wanted to have, I guess they're both 4 and 7. We just wanted to have Sword Fighter first, because he's the best to start things off for us. And he does so with a win. Sephiroth 7 and 5 though. This is a much closer one. 7 and 5 Sephiroth, 4 and 7 Pokemon Trainer. Sephiroth 8th place, Trainer 15th. 2 very important ranks there, with 8 staying and 9 to 15 moving on. Meaning Pokemon Trainer would be moving out of their yellow division. Via last season, first place last season. Might take quite a bit for them to make their way into the top 8 at this point. That door slowly closing for good on them, and that means that either they'd stay because they're in the bottom 6, or if they want to actually do well this season, they're gonna be moving on next season to the red. Might be good for them, but yeah, there goes all that nostalgia they had being in the yellow, being one of the original yellow fighters. Let's see who can last the longest, start giving people stars. Keep a record of who can stay in the divisions longest at the top. Give them little skulls and crossbones. for how many seasons they stay in the division due to their lousy record. Sephiroth Super Mushroom first knockout here on the Charizard. 102. Oh, Squirtle. What? Wait, what? Squirtle just knocked Sephiroth out at just about 100%. I think he was still Super Mushroom. Squirtle launches him. That was crazy. It's all tied up. Squirtle was poisoned, now normal. Not much happening. Sephiroth, yeah, was up for the most part, but down recently. He was in the Game & Watch 2 matches ago. He just came off a win, of course, against Isabelle, which was big. Charizard out now, 85% on the Pokemon Trainer, 25 only on Sephiroth. Yeah, it's going to start looking real bad here for the trainer if he goes 4-8. Sonic just went 4-8. If everyone down there keeps losing in the bottom half, then they're still going to be okay, I guess, for maybe playoffs. But oh man, yeah, you don't want to go that low. Get to the point where you're not going to really be able to make that comeback to 500. It's about what it's going to take. Sephiroth gets the first knockout again, only 48%. Out comes Ivysaur. With 1 stock left on the trainer. Charizard now. Here it goes, last chance. Can Charizard get a quick knockout? Big Sephiroth, though, not going to make that easy. Tries to go for the edge things. Not going to happen. Oh, nice flame charge, though. And that will do it for Sephiroth's second. 43, 45, 49 on Charizard Pokemon Trainer. Dodging that big attack from Sephiroth with a little bit of flying. Nice. 63, this is certainly manageable for the Pokemon Trainer. Keeping it close enough here. But a Super Mushroom again on Sephiroth. The worst time for that. And a Poison Mushroom for Charizard. Normal for Sephiroth. But will it matter with the tiny Charizard? He's back to normal now too. 27 to 84. It's not looking good with that energy blast. Connecting. 106. Squirtle comes out. Interesting choice. The lightest of the 3 Pokemon. Takes it back to the stage. That's good. Ooh, a nice shell attack. I don't know what you want to call that. Tackle or rapid spin. Call a rapid spin. It was quite rapid. And just might. Ivysaur out now, can get some quick attacks. Quick damage, 116 though. Can't take any hits. The big mushroom. Sephiroth in some trouble here if he takes those big hits. 72, 122. Sephiroth's favor still. Big Ivysaur back to normal. Ivysaur, some nice hits. 80% on Sephiroth. Another 193, 123. Except for Ivysaur not adding, there it is, more damage to the Pokemon Trainer's percent. But Charizard comes out, there's a little more now though. And boom, another Energy Blast, 173. Sephiroth finishes it off. The Charizard, that is. And Pokemon Trainer. Ooh, man, came close. Came close to bringing that one back. Sephiroth, tough though. Hard to say. Still, honestly, it's hard to say where exactly Pokemon Trainer is going to end up here, should end up. The bottom half of this division is pre-contentious. It could just end up being like a top half and bottom half thing. Who knows? We might find out, I think, in the next few sets. Trainer down to 4-8, not good. Sephiroth up to 8-5, though. It's possible, I think, after maybe set 16. Maybe look at some more details, playoff picture after that set. Maybe look at it, talk about it a little more. Show it now every set. Kind of see it just by the differences in the bold italicized, the regular italicized, the underlined guys, the ones moving on next season. Show all that at the end, but And we'll talk about it a little more. And also, I think once we get to that point, 17 and on, we're pretty much done. We couldn't even talk about some matchups, future matchups that some have left to see how their, playoff outlooks might be, what it might be looking like for them. Now that we're coming to the end, toward the end, in the second half here, in the third quarter of the season, slowly nearing the end of this third quarter. Samus here in a decent position, looked a little bit just randomly at Samus's, well, I just in passing saw Samus's matchups at the end of this season here, and it's actually very, very favorable for her. She's 5-7, doing better, I think, at this point than she did last season, 7-13 at the end in the blue division. So she's got a shot here. She's actually only half a game out of playoffs right now. So the win here, and with a little bit of luck, she might end up in playoff contention after today. Losing the first stock here, though, not the best way to start. Joker, not the one you want to lose to at 4-7. The last of the 4-7, seeing all of them in a row here. And all those out of the way. Samus just above them all, half a game. Wii Fit Trainer just a half a game below them on a bye. So we still got the 3 lowest to go below all these guys. And Wii Fit. Joker's still hanging in there, 113. And we'll of course see those lowest 3 in the next 3 matches. Believe it or not. Against some tough competitors as well. So we'll see if they can do anything at all. Samus here does something and taking Joker's first stock, 40% only on her, so we're shot still. Big Mushroom's gonna actually tie this thing up, or as Joker's just about to get the ghost. There it is. Samus, though, continues her offensive. This super mushroom for Joker is going to be enough for the knockout. About the same percent, but now 72 on Joker and 1 stock left on Samus. Huge for Joker if he can win this one. Bring Samus down, bring himself up to that point where she is. Big swing for him, especially the way the other 4-7s lost already. He'd be the only one going up. He'd be going up above the one that's half a game above him right here. It would be really good for Joker. It'd be one of the farthest up positions he's had maybe in the division this entire time. Wow, that's crazy. He was 2-2 at one point, 2-3. That's about to where he's going to go record-wise, and that was he was number 14 at that point. It's looking like he might go there, but Samus is saying not yet, not yet. 140-ish on Joker there. Finally gets the knockout. 29 only on Samus. She put the damage down there, and all of a sudden, it's basically back to even. Joker some nice damage here though. Gonna bring that lead right back, and Samus pulls the poison mushroom. Eats the poison mushroom. Gonna have a bellyache after that one. 71% normal size now. 19 on Joker, that is. Now he's got the poison mushroom. Back to normal from that super. Lucky for him. Great that Samus wasn't able to get that right after he was poisoned. Poison off the side. Joker gets the super mushroom though, that just fell. And that is going to do it for him. Down goes Samus. She's going to fall now to 5-8. And it's, again, another question. Where is Samus going to end up then? Is she going to be just as good as last season, or is she still a playoff contender? Is Joker a playoff contender? Is another question we now have. With the 5-7 Joker, now where Samus just was at 5-7, she's going to drop 5-8. She's probably only going to drop 1 spot though, so she's still looking like she's going to, in that rank 15, going to be moving on. With Trainer and Sonic then dropping. Very interesting. So again, the bottom gets lower, the top maybe gets higher. I was going to say we'd have to wait on that second part, but it turns out we are going to get to see, even in these low matchups here with some high records, Isabelle being the first. And talking about, speaking of ties, we got that huge 4-way tie at 7-4 right now, with 2 7-5s below them. It's nuts. Not to mention the 3 6-5s just below them. So that is really, that's basically the top and into the middle right now in this division. Today we could see, who knows what will happen. Could see again the bottom going lower, the top going a little higher, and maybe we're certainly gonna have still some in the middle there. I don't think it's gonna be too definitive just yet, but it could trend that way. Many of these have actually fought each other, as we already saw. Min, Isabelle, Olimar, Ike. A lot of matches already played against each other. But yeah, Isabelle with an easier one here. Zero Suit Samus 3-9. Was making it look kind of easy. Now Samus bringing it back though. Samus was the worst in the blue last season, 5-15. Isabelle new to the league as well as the other one we talked about being new to the league, Swordfighter. Oh man, Zero Suit Samus 103 knockout on Isabelle, 93 on her right now. She takes the lead. Isabelle comes back strong though, ties it right back up. 0-0 to stock. Yeah, but Isabelle in that huge 7-4 race. Olimar is up next, same thing for him. Robin up after them at 6-5, just a bit below. Only one match, in fact. That's how close it is. Right now, Zero Suit Samus continuing to keep it close. Isabelle's very, very slight lead. And that will be negated by any mushroom advantages. Like that for Zero Suit Samus. Super mushroom on her. I'm gonna do a full law with it. 48 on Isabelle, 53, 60 on Zero Suit Samus. Super mushroom for Isabelle though. Nice edge rocket, not quite gonna do it though. $90 to 67, still anyone's first knockout. I guess I should say a third knockout, first on the second stock. Poison mushroom on Isabelle. Wait a second here. 86. Catches Samus in the net of 111 on her. Also prevents her from doing damage while Isabelle's poisoned. Rocket almost gets Zero Suit by taking her off, but not quite. That'll do it though. Not able to make it back to the stage somehow. Zero Suit Samus, last stock, 96 on Isabelle. On her second, that is. And she closed it out quick. And Samus make it a match. The 3-9 done if she loses. Zero Suit Samus. You always hate to see him go down, you know, for the season. It's too bad, but it's gotta happen eventually, I guess. If you really do have no hope, maybe it's better just to get it out of the way. Play playoff killer later on in the season for those who are still hoping, dreaming. By the way, speaking of Shorts League, this season of Shorts League is wrapping up next week. So check it out. Check it out. Get if you want, you can binge that this whole season. Take you maybe an hour, a couple hours. I'm not sure exactly, but wouldn't be too long. But it'd be a nice little binge session of shorts. And Isabelle able to get Zero Suit Samus without losing that second stock. No problem. No problem. Kept it close at the beginning, but eventually Isabelle pulled ahead, and there it is. It's 8-4 Isabelle. One of the easier matches for the 8-4s, or the 7-4s, that is. The other one coming up next. That's again 3-10 Zero Suit Samus. I'm pretty sure she's done, but I guess we probably still can't say for certain. So close, I'd love to say it, but here we have exactly the same record matchup: 7-4 Olimar, 3-9 Daisy on a bit of a winning streak. No, not really, but for her, I mean, not in a row, but she won one. Let's see, she was 1-6. Yeah, wait. Yeah, she is. She won 2 in a row. She beat Robin. And she also beat Joker. Crazy. Crazy. So, we'll see, I guess. Right now, not looking good. Olimar or Alpha already getting one knockout. Making it look a lot easier than Isabelle did in Zero Suit Samus. That might have just been a little bit of luck. We'll see. There he goes, 67% supersized knockout on Daisy, who's now already at 52, actually 60. Alpha stacking on more damage, 2 stock each, but not looking great still for Daisy. 133-0. Oh, almost a decent counter, not quite. Wouldn't have done a whole lot, but would have saved her a little damage. 140 right now on her, 150. Still not launched, though. Alf having some trouble with that. But the Super Mushroom helps immensely. Down goes Daisy, whole stock advantage for Alf Olimar here. And looking to close this one out quick. And take his 8-4. And the thing is, as 2 of the 7-4s done then, there's 2 more left to go, and they are in fact playing each other in the last match. So only one can go up and will go up. But one's got to come down. Ike or Min Min. It's going to be a good one. I think Min Min's on quite the streak. Just came off a bye. Olimar looking like he's got this one in the bag. 91 on Daisy after that. 66 on his second. Alf, Olimar. Pikmin fella. 110. Daisy's still not launched. He's having trouble with that. Just one Super Mushroom away, perhaps. Gotta get it sooner rather than later. Though Daisy's able to do the launching easier than you. Though again, 75 only on him on his second. Daisy not having much luck, but he's still stacking on damage. 138 on her. She's got the Super Mushroom though. And she is not going to get the knockout at 103. Not quite. Still can't get it. Other side of the stage. Knocked to the other side of the stage, that is. Olimar. 174 on supersized Daisy again. Once she goes back to normal, she's in some big trouble. Now she's even poisoned at 177. Back to normal, luckily for her, but no, still not enough. 191, 120 on Olimar. We're really struggling with a knockout here. 204 on Daisy. You don't see it in the 200s often. Super Mushroom, Olimar, Alf. Needs it probably here. Can he get the hit though? There it is. All he needed was a Pikmin toss. It connects. And I guess that's that. Alf. Alf wins. Olimar, Alf win. The Pikmin squad only losing one life there, but they took a bit for that last knockout. Daisy going down as well. Zero Suit Samus both 3 and 10 now. Duck Hunt has a chance to go 3 and 10. Match them up today then. In that case, they are all terrible. They're all probably done. Olimar though 8 and 4, just like Isabelle, looking good. See who beats them up there at 8 and 4 in the last match. But first, we got to see if Duck Hunt will meet them at 3 and 10 against the 6 and 5 Robin. Now, the interesting thing here is Robin just lost to Daisy. So is she going to drop again to another not good fighter? Keep losing to them, and all of a sudden you're one of them. This would put her to 6 and 6. She's had her bye. Duck Hunt gonna have his in a couple of sets here. See, we have Wii Fit Trainer now, Daisy next, Duck Hunt's after that, and a bunch of lower records on their buys right now. Right Meow gonna round everything out at the bottom there. Oh, Duck Hunt stuck on the bottom of the stage, and that is gonna be the first stock. They had a little advantage still. Oh man, coming back strong though. Ooh. That's some damage and some launchage. Gonna bring this one back here and see if they can get their lead back now. Poisoned Robin. Yeah, they did have a lead here. So, we shall see. Certainly keeping it close enough to make a game of it. Robin certainly doesn't want to lose again. In the middle of that big old scrum in the middle, one of the 3 6 and 5s. Again, 2 7 and 5s and 4 7 and 4s above them. She's right there, but not quite. And with a loss, she's not quite there anymore. On Duck Hunt though, going well for her now after everything was kind of reset and Duck Hunt kind of messed it up for themselves. Getting a little more damage out there. Super Mushroom not going to be grabbed though. Robin's going to get it. Doesn't get the launch. Almost. There it is though. 50 on her. Kind of a nice lead now, but it didn't take much more than this at 65 for Duck Hunt to get the launch last time. Just needs the nice hit again, like they had the first. Especially with the Super Mushroom. Can they bring it back to even? Yeah, no. Not quite. Robin gonna try to make sure that that doesn't happen. She cannot take 2 losses to the 2 worst in 2 sets in a row. How has she done against Zero Suit Samus, you may ask yourself? I don't know. Just have to go back and find out, probably. There goes Duck Hunt. And again, it looked sort of like they were making a good effort, but all of a sudden, Robin just kind of takes control of it. And she's going to be just fine there. Just fine showing. 7 and 5. If that's 7 wins, that's pretty good there. It's pretty good. Still have to see how Richter and Pikachu will do in the next sets. Duck Hunt, though, also falling. Those bottom 3 falling, all of them today. So he's 2 and 11 still at the very bottom. Now Pikachu, of the 2 6 and 5s to go in the next 2 sets, him and Richter have the harder matchup. Higher record here. Actually, probably, should be a higher match, the next one, but I don't know, I feel like the next one's maybe more important. This one features Ridley, the number 2, 9 and 3. Does Pikachu have a chance? That's what we mentioned last time. That's why it's here and not the next one, because Ridley could just end up destroying Pikachu, but right now, it's not looking... You never know what's going to happen. Right now, Pikachu putting on a great fight. Oh, not quite getting the launch because Ridley maybe wasn't supersized. Oh, man, grabs Pikachu, and that's going to be the knockout. That he's going to even it up. That's going to be in his favor there. Dragging Pikachu down to the depths of the map. They both go down, but he was certainly at this percent disadvantage. All evened up now. And now he's got the advantage. 9, 15 of 54. Pikachu now needs to think of how he can make a comeback here with Super Ridley staring him down. Wow, look at that size difference. Crazy. But wait a second, he didn't even have to do much. And Ridley goes down. Pikachu all of a sudden. Can you do more edge things, Pikachu? Wow. That's incredible. 110 on Pikachu's second, so it's easily brought back here by Ridley. One little smack will do it. There it is. Super size smack will certainly help. Pikachu, though, more damage, though, on the last stocks, that is. Poison Mushroom doesn't avoid all the damage. Ridley gets a little bit out there. That's all. 29 to 19 now. Pikachu's very slight favor because Ridley now supersized. That could maybe do it right now. Pikachu continues to get the damage down, though. Oh, Ridley! That was insane. He just, again, drags Pikachu the whole way to the bottom of the stage. And apparently, the target goes down before he does. And so that is a Ridley victory and not a tie. Wouldn't that be crazy if we had our first tie match somehow? That was ridiculous. Ridley wins. Pikachu so close. 6-6 now. Still probably in playoff contention, in the playoffs if all were to end. Certainly still in contention. Ridley is going to go 10-3 though, and just may have solidified the playoffs again with that 10 win spot. 500 is the worst you can do at 10-10 then. Looking great for him. And now here goes Richter, the last of the 6 and 5s. He has that one singular 5 and 6. The number 13 Game & Watch. That is why it's this match the third best, because it is all important for so many right now. Where Game & Watch ends up, Game & Watch obviously wants to know what's all important for many others where Richter ends up. And head-to-head it is huge because they're so close. So a great match here. Chance for Game & Watch to continue his upward trend here. Maybe even, he was 8-12 last season, so he could even get to 500, 6-6. Drop Richter to 6-6 also. Or Richter goes up to 7-5 with Robin. Not with Pikachu, of course. Right now, it's all tied up. A shot by Richter, taking a slight lead, 2 of them. A Super Mushroom to follow with the map control. Game & Watch comes back strong. 90 to 105. Oh, the throwing axe though. Doesn't get the knockout. Hold on a sec. Game & Watch trying to blow Richter off the map. Didn't work. But with Poison Mushroom falls on Game & Watch. 134 to 120. Richter, Super Mushroom. Can he get the hit on the 134? 143 Game & Watch now. No. Still not launched. There it is, 153. 120 on Richter, though. Game & Watch, what can you do? What you got? Super Mushroom. But not the knockout. Poison Mushroom putting him to normal size instead of small. Oh, just misses the 9 hammer. He does get the knockout right after. 55 though on his second. Richter with that chain whip, 70 now on Game & Watch. Fortunately for him, can't track down, can't walk down that poison mushroom. So he's alright for now. Laying the damage on Game & Watch now, taking complete control of this match here. Game & Watch was 6-1-11. Misses another 9 hammer. Oh, that's too bad. Got 2 of them and missed them both. He stays on for now, but then chain whip again. Down he goes. Last stock, Richter, super mushroom. 2 stock left, 14. Now 24. Now 33 on him. But still, very low percent extra stock. Game & Watch already up to 37 on its last. And it's looking, yeah, like Richter's gonna go 7-5. Feel pretty good, I bet. We'll see where maybe have some other 7-5s he could pass up, maybe from the 7-4 lot. This could be one of them. It doesn't quite look like with Robin's win. Robin might actually be able to make it to the top 8, but not Richter. Certainly want the win anyway. 86 all, but an extra stock still in Richter. Is to win. Easy. There it is. There it is. Making his comeback in the division here. Not faring quite as well as his buddy Simon in the red. But starting to do a little better now. Starting to pick it up. So yeah, again, he's going to go 7-5. Great record to have at this point. Game & Watch can move down to 5-7, and that's going to open the door for so many in the playoffs here. All right, second to last one now, though. The Ice Climbers falling down the mountain, 7-5, the mountain of victory. Where they used to be on top, 5-0. They are now 7-5. Taking on this 8-3 Incineroar, who's just been up there the whole time. Just consistent, losing one match here and there to get to his 8-3 point. So, and again, normally he ends up beating himself more than anything. See what happens this time around. It's maybe a tough one, maybe a tough one. Again, it's so early in the just entire life of the league. You really can't say how anyone's going to do for sure. Although, with already a season in, we do have some data we can go on. And Incineroar, 1 knockout. Of course, again, adding more than half the fighters in this season, get to all of them, everybody this season and onward. A lot changes. A lot changes. Incineroar is knocked out. Quick there. Retaliatory knockout for the Ice Climbers. Bringing it back to almost even until Incineroar with that Super Mushroom taking full advantage of it. 99% on the Ice Climbers all of a sudden. And another Super Mushroom body slam Incineroar. Incinerouch. 50 though on him all of a sudden. Wait a second. Ice Climbers are just like hitting him, picking at him here and there. Got him to 50. If you can just get him a little further and then get that one nice hit. But he's got another Super Mushroom. Just jumps on their head. It's not going to be low enough on the stage to get the knockout, but 65, 67 on his second, 16 only on the Ice Climbers last. With a shot, and there they... No. Primary one is poisoned. Great, not great. Super Incineroar. Back to normal for the Ice Climbers, though. Probably not going to help. 105. They do still have a shot here. Hold on. They continue to rack up that damage as Incineroar cannot get any hits on that last stock of theirs. But the Super Mushroom, I just need one more after that. That'll do it. Boom. Grabs him, slams him off the platform, and down he goes. Down go the Ice Climbers. And Incineroar gonna remain in his number 3, sole number 3 spot now, 9-3. We have the 11-2 Sword Fighter. We have the 10-3 Ridley. We have the 9-3 Incineroar. Incineroar had his bye. Ridley did not. Neither did Sword Fighter. And Ice Climbers still falling farther and farther, 7-6 now. Will they even make the playoffs? They did last season at 9-11, barely. The last one, the only 9-11. Luckily, we're able to make the very last seed. Can they do it this time? We thought they were going to be solid for sure. We thought they were going to love it in this division. Now, all of a sudden, not so sure. All right, and now the one I've been waiting for. You may have been waiting for it too. I think it's going to be a crazy one, and I have no idea how it's going to go. 7-4s, the both of them, Ike and Min. Lot of meaning here for sure. Ike, of course, 14-6 last season, the second place. Trainer took it from him in the very end. He was the longest undefeated as well, so he is strong. He is frightening. A great person to be able to beat. Of course, having a bye, he didn't play the first round of playoffs. He beat Mewtwo in the second round and was defeated by King DDD, who made it the whole way to the finals. He was defeated in the quarterfinal by him. Min knew, of course. DLC character. Oh, so close to the supersized knockout. He gets it anyway. Ike just goes flying under the stage there instead of going up. And that is a knockout for Min to start things off here. That is huge. And she is on one crazy win streak right now. She's 7-4. What was she? She was, I think, Min 2-3, 3-3. Never mind. She was 4-3, 4-4. So yeah, she was up at 4-4. Still though, 7-4, pretty great. And just got another knockout on Ike, who just falls off the stage. Wow, I did not think it was going to go this way. I always hate to see the best competitors just fall off the stage like that, especially in our very last match. But sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. I cannot believe Min just with that super mushroom help and just an onslaught of attacks with those crazy arms just got a flawless victory on Ike of all people. I feel like we've said that before about somebody else getting a flawless on Ike. Did that happen this season already? Either way, that's insane. That's insanity. Min is just a climbing. One of the only now 8-4s as things start to just change ever so slightly. As we get to the end here, everyone will spread out farther and farther, and those who are tied will all have played each other, because everyone will have played each other in the divisions. We're getting close to that. Getting close to right now, it's more often than not that people have played. We're after the halfway point. Let's see where everyone's ended up now. Alright, well, I may have to take back a lot of what I said here. I think we still have in yellow division the most contentious division. It's crazy. After set 13, we had Swordfighter defeating Sonic, Sephiroth beat Pokemon Trainer, Joker beat Samus, Isabelle beat Zero Suit Samus, Olimar defeated Daisy, Robin defeated Duck Hunt, Ridley beat Pikachu, Richter defeated Mr. Game & Watch, Incineroar defeated the Ice Climbers, and Min beat Ike. Only one of the 7-4s of the 4 of them fell, and one of them had to. Only one did. Sword Fighter after 13, we got Sword Fighter 11-2. Most of the top 8 has stayed where they are, but not all of them. Ridley 10-3, Incineroar 9-3 stayed. Min, Isabelle, and Olimar in the same order, 8-4s now, all 3 of them, but just 3 of them. And we got Sephiroth at 8-5, and Ike remains in the top 8. Those two just swapped. He's 7-5 now. And Ike, Robin, and Richter all 7-5s. Ike is tentatively number 8 right now, with Robin and Richter also 7-5 behind him. All of them have beaten one of the other and lost to the other one, so yeah, they just all have to play the other one, I suppose. Find out where everyone is, if they all end up the same record, that is, in the future. We of course still have Min that beat both Isabelle and Olimar, and Isabelle that beat Olimar already up there above them. So again, most fighters, if they are tied, they've played already, but not all. Climbers, Soul 7 and 6, and then Pikachu Soul 6 and 6 right now in the middle. Then we got the 5 and 7 Game & Watch and Joker, and that hasn't happened yet, that matchup. And that is the most important right now because that is ranked 13 and 14. One of those would make the playoffs and one would not. Then Samus at 5 and 8, just on the brink, 15th place of moving next season, but not making the playoffs. We got Pokemon Trainer, then Sonic and Wii Fit Trainer, all 4 and 8. Both of them, Trainer and Sonic, beat Wii Fit Trainer already. Then Zero Suit Samus and Daisy, 3 and 10. Zero Suit beat her already. And finally, Duck Hunt, still at the bottom, 2 and 11. Man, it is crazy in this division. Again, like I said, this is the most contentious. You get in, it's the easiest to get in, tied pretty much with the green at 5 and 7. 1 and 2 5 and 7s will get in. But everyone is still really has a chance. The high records are lower than they are in the green, and the low records are even a little higher than they are in the green. And so, yeah, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of very close matches here, not including Duck Hunt, Daisy, 3 and 10, and then we have let's just pick something out here. I guess even the 8 and 4s really, I guess not honestly that much different, catchable. Because nobody's only a couple, like Ridley has the 10 wins. The 10 is the big point, and anything above that's great. Anything below that, win-loss wise, like Duck Hunt, probably done. There's a very slight, especially in this division, there's a slight chance 9 and 11 will be good, maybe even 8 and 12. We'll have to see for Duck Hunt. Next up, we've got the red in the set 14. We near the end of the third quarter of the season, as I said. Lucario taking on Greninja, Kirby versus Hero, Byleth up against Young Link. Then we got Pit against Ryu, Pyra taking on Jigglypuff, Peach versus Mario, Marth versus Zelda. We got Brawler up against Terry, King K. Rool against Yoshi, and finally Simon is taking on Dr. Mario, and the Donkey Kong is on a bye. The top 10 and 3 K-Roll was up there with him. He had his bye last set though, and then Donkey Kong won, putting him the sole 10 and 3 right now. See who can catch him out of the 3 9 and 3s, K-Roll, Simon, and Byleth. For these guys next time, it's going to be a great one. Isabelle up at 8 and 4 is taking on that 5 and 7 Game & Watch, and then just after that we have the 5 and 7 Joker up against the 10 and 3 Ridley. So 2 tough matches for them. We'll see if either can get a win there, or it'll lower the playoff record ceiling or floor, I guess. The low point, of course. And then we have Sonic also up there, sort of still 4 and 8, taking on the Ice Climbers 7 and 6. Maybe they can pick up a win for themselves there. Then Wii Fit Trainer at 4 and 8. Taking on the slightly more difficult 7 and 5 right now, 7 and 5 Ike. We got Pokemon Trainer 4 and 8. Taking on the easy one there, Zero Suit Samus at 3 and 10. We have Olimar up at 8 and 4, who's got Duck Hunt at 2 and 11. Then we got Robin 7 and 5. Who's taking on, and this due to lower records, but this is our 4th best match because these guys are close. Robin is number 9 at 7 and 5. Samus is 5 and 8, number 15. They're at the top and the bottom of the moving on point, so a lot of potential there in that match. Samus wants to make it back into division hunt, or the playoff hunt. Then we got Pikachu at 6 and 6 up against the 11 and 2 Mii Sword Fighter. Min 8 and 4 then, taking on the 7 and 5 Climb and Richter. And finally, Incineroar, 9 and 3, number 3, taking on number 7, 8 and 5 Sephiroth. That'll be a great one. And the 3 and 10 Daisy is on a bye. So finally getting hers and that out of the way. And that's that. That's what we got coming up. Join us for those. Let me know who you think will win. Like and subscribe. Catch you in the next ones. Come chill for the streams, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday through Saturday, except Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Operating with Nerds Templar and the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace out!